Welcome back to my channel. So during this video I'm going to be using my WetNWild 32 pan eyeshadow palette. Now I used this in a previous video and I absolutely loved the look, so I wanted to do another look using it just to show that we don't have to have expensive eyeshadows to make a beautiful look. Like I said, I really love that look, so I wanted to use it again. And WetNWild normally has some pretty good eyeshadow palettes, especially the ones that are in this style shape, the 5 pan palettes. I love those, and I think with this palette you may get pretty much all of the 5 pans together. I don't know if they still sell this or not, but I purchased it from TJ Maxx. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Now I've already primed my eyes with a little bit of concealer, and I set them with a little bit of setting powder. I don't know what I'm gonna come up with, but like I said, I want to use it again because I really enjoyed the look and love how it came together. So I'm gonna start out with this Morphe 139 brush, and it's this pointed fluffy blending brush. I don't know, again, like I said, I don't know what I want to do, but we're gonna make something work. I'm gonna go in with this green shade, and it's the 3rd shade from the last shade on the 3rd row, and I'll pop it right in that. You see how pigmented that thing is? It's so pigmented. Right in the crease area above the outer V, going over into the center, but I'm not going to go to the inner corner just yet. And I did not know this baby was going to pack like this. Ooh, really pigmented. Like I said, WetNWild has some great shadows, because look at this pigmentation, like wow. Really good. Now we'll once we blend, we'll see how it blends, but the pigmentation on this shade is there. It's like there. So I'm gonna continue to just pack it right in that outer V and the crease of that area, and I'm not going all the way over to the center or the inner corner, just pretty much placing it and packing it right now. And I'm using a light packing motion, and it's still super pigmented, super pigmented. So I'm just going to continue to place it and pack it. I do like that the pigmentation is like there, but gosh, it's pigmented. So I'm going to continue to pack it, and I hope it's not patching up in that area. So we're going to make sure we lightly build it up right in that crease area, because you don't want it to start getting patchy on you. So I'm going to continue to just build. Now, like I said, the pigmentation on this is pretty good. So now I'm going to go in with the Morphe. This doesn't have a number on it, but it's another more dense. Is that blue on there? Oh, it just looked like that. This dense fluffy brush. And I think I want to go in with, because gosh, I don't want to do like too much. I'll be sitting here all day. So let's go in with the peachy shade, the 2nd shade on that same row. And I'm sure it's going to be pigmented too. I'm going to pack this right on that the center of that crease, and pack it towards the inner corner. And we're going to blend once we get these shades builded and packed to our liking. So I'm going to continue to just place it right in that crease area. And just continue to build. Same thing for the other eye. And y'all know I never know what I am going to come up with. I just get in here and just play. Continue to build it. Because you know there are no rules to makeup. Continue to pack it. And I'm just stamping right where those two shades meet, just to make sure when we get ready to blend it, it's overlapping, you know, each other, so it'll blend, you know, without any issues. At least that's what I'm hoping. So I'm going to take a little bit more and pack it. Take a little bit more on this eye. And today is my baby's first day of kindergarten. And she is super, super, super excited. She's super excited. If I get some pictures from my daughter, they'll be up probably before this video is even posted. But I'll definitely have them share them. Like I said, if I can get some pictures from my daughter of her first day, because I'm gonna try to make it to her going to school, her little first day of school. I normally try to make her little first day, whether it's daycare, pre-K, or anything. I'm normally there. So I'm gonna see if I can make it this morning with her to school. She is so excited about school. So now I'm gonna go in with, I need a fluffy blending, a small tiny fluffy blending brush. And I should have took one out, but your girl just be all over the place. So I'm gonna take this Morphe, it's a Lurella small fluffy brush, and we're gonna very gently blend. And I'm gonna lift my eye for this. I'm just blending the edges of the shadow so it's not harsh. And I'm not gonna blend too high up because I don't wanna drag the shadow up to my brow bone. So I'm just lightly blending the edges again. And like I said, I have my eye lifted so I can control the shadow in my crease area. And now doing really light windshield wiper motions just to make sure these two shades are blended together. I'm going to wipe it off a little bit on my brush, my towel, and blend a little bit more. Because I don't want this deep shade to go all the way over into my inner corner. So you want to continue to wipe the brush as you go back and forth. I don't have my round in front of me, but I have a towel sitting right on my lap. So I'm just lightly going back and forth, blending, and then you want to wipe it off again. That's just the key to make sure they don't run together and give this god awful muddy look. So now I'm going to continue to, and I'm going to lightly blend the outer V just to make sure that shade is blended well in that area directly. And I'm not going over to this corally orangish peachy shade just yet. So I'm going to continue to wipe this brush off back and forth. And they're actually performing pretty good so far. And I'm just making sure the edges of this deep shade is diffused really, really good. And again, I still have my eye lifted. And I'm not stabbing at the shadow. I'm lightly fluffing it. So now the same thing for this eye. I'm going to lightly blend in circular motions the edges of this shadow and the back and forth windshield wiper motions. And you can just alternate with it, but like I said, don't go too high up. But you want to make sure you continue to wipe this brush back and forth. So I'm doing the same thing for the peachy look. Just make sure the crease area is diffused really, really good, and these two shadows are connected and blended. I'm going to wipe the brush off again. And you want to keep doing this back and forth to your liking. So now I'm going to wipe it off one more time. Now we're going to focus on this deeper shade, transitioning with the peach shade, and blend it really, really well. And I'm blending inwards towards the eye and a little bit just flicking outwards, but not blowing it too far out. Because like I said, I don't want to overpower and take up the shadow to go up to my brow bone. I don't want that look. So I'm going to blend a little bit more. And this is a really, really light, fluffy brush. So you don't have to really blend hard, because it's really super, super fluffy. Which makes it a great brush to blend these deeper shadows when you don't want them to get out of control. So I'm just flicking the edges again, just to make sure it's diffused. So now I'm going to go back in with the deeper shade that we began with and place a little bit more back on the outer V and the lid. And I'm not going to go up above that crease, but I'm going to go directly in the crease, just to build it back up just a little bit. This shade, like I said, is so pigmented, like so pigmented. But I love my colors. I love my colors. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in with this, I just saw it, my, you know what, let's not do that. I'm going to go back in with this Morphe brush and add this peachy shade back to the other area of the crease before we blend with that fiber brush. Just make sure it's built back in the crease area, like we did that outer V area. And the same thing for the other eye, just pack it, pack it, pack it. That's pretty. So now I'm going to go in with this Sigma Fiber blending brush, and it's the E41. And I love this kind of brush when you're blending shades like this, especially in the crease, because you can't get messy with it. You're just really pretty much diffusing the crease area and blending everything together. And no matter how hard you blend, it's not going to mess up the shadows at all. So now I'm making sure the two shades are blended together. And then I'm lifting my eye again, doing circular motions, just to make sure everything is diffused really, really good. Same thing for this eye. And I'm lifting my eye again, just to make sure we diffuse these shadows. So I'm liking that so far. So now we got to get something going on with this top area with a lighter shade. Well, you know what? I think we need to go ahead and finish the lid first, because I'll be trying my best, y'all, to make these videos pretty short, but it does not work that way, especially when I'm using colors. I'm going to take this peachy shade again and pop it right in the inner corner again. Not the inner corner, I'm sorry. Yeah, the inner corner, but the crease going over to the center of the crease area. Y'all know I still don't have this stuff together, but we'll make it work. And a little bit more, just so I can have that depth still in there. And I think what I want to do today, I'm going to wipe this brush off. I think I'm going to keep a matte look. I think that'll be pretty. So I am going to continue with this same brush. But what shade do I want to use? Let's go for this first shade on the last row. I think that'll be pretty. And we're going to pop it right on the lid. And I'm going to start at the lash line of the center of the lid and place it all over the lid area, going over into the closer to the outer V, but not all the way across the outer V, but enough to transition the shades together. Take a little bit more, pack it right back on there again. But you want to make sure you place it all over the eyelid, up to the crease, but not all over the outer V. Just want to kind of stamp it in circular motions to diffuse it with that deep green shade. And I like this. Same thing for the other eye. You just want to pack it I'm loving this palette now. Let me tell y'all. This, when I pulled this out the other day and used it, I was like, this is an amazing, amazing palette. I paid $15. I don't even think I paid $15 for it. I think it was like $5 from TJ Maxx. Like really, 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 really affordable. Really affordable. So I'm going to continue to just pack this. Like I said, all over the lid, up to the center, and diffusing it towards the outer V in that green shade. This is so pretty, y'all. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Take a little bit more just to make sure it is coated really, really good. This is so pretty, so pretty. Doing the same thing for this eye. Again, just double coating it. And I'm going to go back in with the Morphe. That Morphe? No, that's another brush. That's not what I used. Where's my brush? Where's my brush? That's not the one. Y'all know I be all over the place. Okay, here it is. My Morphe brush. I'm going to take the orange peachish shade again. We're going to make sure it's right in that crease area. Same thing for the other eye. That is pretty, pretty. Now I'm going to take this Lurella brush and pop a little bit more of that deeper shade right back into the outer V. And a little bit in the crease with what's left on the tip of the brush. This is a nice look. So now we're going to go back in with the Sigma blending brush to make sure all of these shadows are seamless. I'm just flicking the shades together. I'm not blending, we're just flicking in a circular motion. So now I'm going to wipe it off, and then we're going to make sure the crease of the shadow is blended again before we add a shade to blend this baby out. I love this simple matte look. And I wasn't even going for this look. I didn't even know what I was gonna do when I got on here, which is the norm for me, but I like how this is coming together. It's pretty, pretty, pretty. So now I'm going to take my WetNWild fluffy brush, and I think I want to go with this top shade above the orange shade. Let me make sure it's not a shimmer, because I do not want a shimmer in that area. Okay, it's not. So I am going to take this more lighter peachish shade. Okay, yeah, and we're going to start packing it right above the crease area as a transition shade for these deeper shades. You want to place it all the way across your eye area above the crease. But I'm concentrating most of it right under that brow bone. Most of the pigmentation right under the brow bone. And the rest of it goes straight across that eye area, packing it and building it lightly. I want to say, does it look like a shimmer in there a little bit? I think it is, but it didn't look like it when I swatched it. But we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work because we're here now, right? Yeah. Okay, so do the same thing for the other eye. Just pack it right under that brow bone area. Like I said, I'm placing most of it right under this area. And then what's left, we're gonna start packing it towards the inner corner. Not inner corner, inner, the center inner, I don't know, you get it, that part of the eye. So we're going to continue to just build it, and I'm just lightly packing until I get the build that I want. And you can see the shades are actually coming in together, blending together from that inner and center crease area going up to the brow bone. Michelle. We get it though. We get what I'm trying to say. So I'm making sure I add a little bit more to the other eye. Then we can start blending this baby. I feel like it's a little shimmer in here. Something's telling me it is. But I'm going to continue to place it, because I like how it gives that more natural shade effect. It gives it that more natural shade effect when you place it in that area. So now I'm going to blend the crease area with this shade, and it is a shimmer because I can see it. But you know what? It's on there now, and we're gonna make it work, right? Because we have to go to work. We can't sit here all day trying to blend these shadows. So I'm going to continue to just blend a little bit more this shade and back and forth. And once you clean it up under the eye area, it's going to come together like this part here looks so messy. Once you clean up the white, it's going to work. Everything's going to work out and come together. So I don't really worry about that messy part that comes, you know, under the eye area. So I'm just lightly diffusing the deep shadow now, going upwards towards the, going outwards, towards the outer V, outwards, just to make sure it's blended really, really good. So we can wrap this baby up. So now I'm just lightly blending the crease area with this shade, because you don't want to be harsh either, because this is a really, really deep shade. Deep shade. And the pigmentation is like really there, and it's blending pretty good to be that deep, you know, and this affordable. So now I'm gonna go back in with the Morphe brush, because I want to add a little bit more of that peach back into that center area, because I think I lost a little bit of it. Pretty. So now I'm gonna wipe the brush off, go back in with that matte shade we used, just to make sure we didn't lose it blending all over the lid. This is so pretty. And I tell you guys, you know, when I do makeup, there are no rules in my book when it comes to makeup and applying. So I'm wiping this off. I just go with, you know, what I feel like I want to do. So now I'm lightly, very lightly blending this peachy shade right in the crease area. So now I'm going to just flick this green shade together. So now we're going to clean this baby up. Where's my micellar water? Way over there. So I'm going to get the one here. So I have my baby wipe. I'm going to clean this sucker up. Okay, so I think it's going to be so pretty, y'all. I'm going to wipe and get this excess from under the eye. And I like to pat to break it up, and then I'll rub it, because you can gently rub it then and it'll come off like so easy. And see how it looks really, really good now. So we'll do the same thing for the other eye. And pat, 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 pat to break it up. And then you want to wipe. It's so pretty. And you see how it comes together, and all you have to do is just blend like these edges again. So I'm going to take my Sigma brush and we're going to blend the blue shade up into the crease area and a little bit above it, just so we have that seamless effect. Now we're not going to add any more shadow because we'll be still sitting here blending, trying to blend it out for like another 10 or 15 minutes, and we cannot do that because I have to get ready for work. So I'm going to continue to just lightly blend it, and you can see everything is transitioned so beautiful on this look. So I think this should about do it, and I am going to jump off camera, my norm, and show you guys my finished look. But I do love how this has come together. It's blended perfectly, beautifully. Like I said, I never expect my eye looks to be this long, but when you're dealing with color, in my opinion, it's not a quick slap on your eyelid and you're done. You have to really take your time to blend when you're using shades and stuff together like that. Just you know, my opinion, my preference, you want that seamless look. But enough of that rambling and stuff. But I bet show you guys my finished look. See you guys in a bit. Welcome back. This is the finished look, and I absolutely love the look. And again, I use the WetNWild 32 pan eyeshadow palette. This is an amazing palette. So to finish the rest of my look, for my lower lash line, I went in with the first shade we started with in the outer V and placed it on my lower lash line all the way up into the center of the lower lash line, and then I placed the last shade on that same row from the center to the inner corner of my lower lash line. And for my highlight shade, I used the very first shade in the palette, this beautiful gold shimmerish white shade, and I popped it right in the inner corner. Now to finish the rest of my face, I did my normal base routine, and I'm going to have it down in the description below. But I absolutely love this look. Let me know your thoughts on if you have any of the WetNWild palettes, whether it's this one or the little 5 quad ones. Let me know your thoughts on them. I love this palette. So I think I'm going to leave it out one more time and do another video, because I do love this look. I love the way the tones work together, more like earthy type fallish tones. So we're going to call our pre-fall look. How about that? I like that. I like that pre-fall look. So I do love it. So let me know your thoughts on if you have this eyeshadow palette. And if you have not done so already, comment, like, and subscribe, and become a part of the girls' YouTube channel here. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.